Oh. Okay, that was not a good entrance. Not stylish at all. But you know what is stylish? LG Watch style. No, it's not really that stylish. This is Sip No Tech. I'm Alex, and we are going to review the LG Watch style. It's not that stylish. The LG Watch style is what an Android Wear smartwatch would be like at its bare bones minimum. It offers the same amount of functionality as it does aesthetic style, which isn't much. As far as smartwatch sizing goes at 42.3 millimeters, this is actually not too bad in the size department. There are lots of bulkier and larger watches, so LG did a good job keeping this relatively watched size. I'm not a fan of the leather band it came with. Texture wasn't too nice, but it is easily replaceable with other 18mm bands. LG doesn't give you a heart rate monitor on here, and you aren't getting LTE as that is reserved for the style's big brother and more expensive counterpart, the Watch Sport. All you really have here is Android Wear 2.0 and the Google Assistant. We'll talk about Wear 2.0 in a bit, but as for the Assistant, I like it on smartwatches. I like it a lot, actually. Too bad it doesn't work too well. Think 60% functionality of your Google Assistant on your smartphone, and that's what we're left with on here. No voice responses either. I can't help but feel like this was a wasted opportunity by Google and LG. This is a very basic smartwatch. Make no mistake about that. It's missing a lot of competitive core features that smartwatches have now. And its only saving grace is Android Wear 2.0 and the Google Assistant, which, like I said before, it's going to be coming out to a bunch of other smartwatches. So it's not even a proprietary thing that you can only get on this watch. And so we've seen basic smartwatches succeed, however, in the market, like the Pebble smartwatch. It was beloved by a lot of fans. And the reason for that is it knocked on one key feature, even though it was a very basic watch, it knocked on one key feature that has yet to be replicated in the market, and that is extraordinary battery life. And so you could have a basic smartwatch succeed, and that's the outline. And all LG had to do was put a great battery in here and outlast other Android Wear 2.0 watches, other Tizen watches, or other Watch OS operating system watches. And that's all they had to do. That's all they had to do. And this could have been a success. It could have been worth that $250 price point. And people would buy it. I would have bought it if you would have told me this got 4 days of battery life. I don't even need that Pebble 7-day life. 4 days of battery life, I would be very happy with. But you know what? Instead of having competitive features, which you don't already have, instead of having competitive battery, you actually went the opposite spectrum, guys. You went and got even worse battery life. You have Moto 360 first gen battery life. 9 hours to 10 hours, 12 at max if you're really, really being generous. It's horrendous battery life. Like, you need to reanalyze what you're doing. I'm talking to Google and LG right now. I know they're not going to watch this, but this watch does nothing. It really doesn't do anything. It doesn't stand out. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look bad. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't look bad. There's nothing that stands out about this product. And when you launch a product, regardless of the intent, I know it's an Android Watch 2.0 showcase piece, but when you put so much time into launching a product, at least have one thing that you tell people, hey, you got to buy this right now because that's what this thing offers. There's nothing, absolutely nothing on this watch that does that. There's nothing. There's no killer feature. There is nothing that this watch does that makes it stand out. And I have a hard time fathoming how this even becomes a $250 starting price point. And even for $150, I don't even think this is worth it. It really isn't. It's missing way too much stuff competitively. There's so many good watches out there nowadays, and better looking watches, better performers, better, I would even argue, just as good, if not better performing software. Like Tizen OS is very impressive. And if you gave me an option to go with Android Wear 2.0 or Tizen, I seriously would think about Tizen, because Tizen, I've used the Gear S2 for a long time now, and that's one of my favorite watches of all time. And Android Wear 2.0 took a huge step up to compete there, and it's still missing certain things. And this isn't an Android Wear 2.0 review, it's an LG Watch style review. And this, in my opinion, is not a watch that anybody should buy. It's not a watch that you should spend your money on. It's not a watch that should have even been made. You know, Android Wear 2.0 could have been on anybody's watch who has that update, which a lot of watches do have that update. And Google Assistant could be put on a lot of watches through the Google Play Store. And so it's not something that I feel like people needed to make. And I don't think Google and LG, it's a money grab. You know, I hate saying that because I never want to say a company is just making a product to rake in profits, and I genuinely want to say tech companies want to push that bar, right? As a tech reviewer, you kind of hope for that. I really can't make an excuse for this watch. It doesn't do anything, and it doesn't progress anything. It really does. If there's any product out there that feels like a money grab, it's this one. My name is Alex with SitNo Tech. Thank you guys for watching this. What do you guys feel? What are your feelings for the LG Watch style? Do you like the design of this? I mean, do you kind of see what I'm saying here, or do you disagree with that? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit the bell button below so that you don't miss a single video in the future. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!